My name is Amy and I will be your guide for this demo. I am pleased to present Medical Report Expert. Sequoia Visions was founded by James Mathis. Let us start with showing you our SOAP Note Writer. Our software is designed to communicate with each other so you don't have to enter patients' information more than once. Meaning anything entered into the SOAPs will be automatically transferred to the report writer. That allows you to have a report ready at any time during the treatment because the SOAP notes have already created and kept up to date a report in the main program. If you look to the top you will see the action bar. Normally you would click on New Patient. To save time I'm going to open a sample patient, Tim Jones. To do this I simply double-click on his name. Once I have done that, the patient's information will be loaded here. You have the option of choosing a physician, changing the date of visit, and to copy the previous note. Then you click Add. The first screen allows you to quickly check off the complaints, treatments, therapies, and testing. There is also Other. When you click on Other, you can add whatever you need to record into the program. Before I forget, I must tell you about this special feature in our SOAP Notes. Our SOAP Notes allows you to actually edit the program on a permanent basis, essentially making this program customized to you. We also include worksheets that are color-coded to match the SOAPs. This way you only need to take into the examination one piece of paper to record on. After finishing the general section, it's time to build our note by clicking on their 2 through 5 button. As you can see up here, the program is on the first visit. Because of this you will be asked more questions than a second visit. I will toggle to the second visit so you can take a look. The second note already carries over the symptoms that were recorded in the first note. This makes the subsequent notes you create fast and easy. Imagine having to create each note from scratch and then trying to summarize all those notes into a report at the end. Makes me dizzy just thinking about it. Okay, let's go back to the first subjective. I will quickly show you the different sections of the subjective screen. Otherwise this demo will take forever. This is the symptoms screen where you check off the diagnosed symptoms. The symptoms details screen allows you to add the intensity and frequency for each symptom. This is done by dragging the slide marker right or left. If you wish to add additional factors to the specific symptom, you just highlight the appropriate words below the slide markers. You can highlight as many of these as you want. You also have the ability to edit all of the text boxes that contain verbiage. Add your own, or modify the existing words that are already there. The next screen is where we would add additional symptoms that might have different factors. Remember, you can edit these text boxes as well. By simply going into the edit mode, you are able to add, delete, or modify your changes. These will be permanent, so you only have to add it once. Then it will be there for all your future notes for you to use again. Next we have duties under duress and loss of enjoyment. We provide you with worksheets that you can give them to your patient to take home and record these factors. Remember, without the DUD and LOE attached to your impairment report, your impairment is worth a 0. Let's skip over the loss of enjoyment screen and take a look at the subjective note. The program created this narrative just from us selecting and checking off items. Pretty amazing, wouldn't you say? You still have the ability to edit the note just as if it were in a text editor. I have another handy little tool, the custom notes. These are a library of phrases and sentences you can click on and add to your note. That allows you to easily modify and customize each note. These too can also be edited and added as well. The other sections of our SOAP notes work in a similar fashion, and we would be happy to show you anything you want to see if you give us a call at Sequoia. But I haven't got a lot of time. I still have to show you the report writer. So let's move on to that. This is your patient list. It contains all your patients. If you look to the top you can see the action bar. Okay, let's create our first patient. By clicking on the new button we can get started. Here you will enter basic information about your patients. We can see how you move to different sections. We can enter information about their insurance and attorney, by clicking the injury button. The program will open the injury details section. Medical report has a unique process to enter your patient's injuries. You start by clicking the neck and back button. First we need to enter the physician's name, the date of the last treatment, also the prognosis. And finish this screen by adding the number of treatments. Now let's click the Complaints tab. The user can quickly check off the complaints. Verify the physician and chart dates so we can move on to treatments. Now let's click on Treatments. Once again quickly check off the treatments that were prescribed. After you have them checked off we can add the details. Again we need to add the details to all the treatments you checked off. The same process is used to enter the therapies and testing. Now that you have added all the details we close out neck and back. We can quickly enter all the common injuries by clicking this button. Here we see the most common injuries that you diagnose. You can edit this list and the order of it under Settings. Let's close this list and I will show you where you can add any other injury you like. The process is the same for adding these additional injuries. Let's move on to the area where you add any prior or subsequent injuries. By clicking on the button Prior Subsequent, you will notice that every section has its own place for you to insert any narrative you wish. You can type your own discussion or choose from a list of prepared sentences and paragraphs. You can also record all medical supplies as well as an ambulance by clicking here. If you wish to document any impairment along with the duties under duress and loss of enjoyment, then click the Impairment button. Disability, depression and TMJ all have their own section to record these findings. Medical Report Suite comes with all the necessary worksheets to collect such information as income loss. Don't forget to include your future medical treatment under the section marked Future Medical. And the last item we need to do is the intro and closing paragraphs which are located here. One more thing to do before you view your report is to have the software check your report for missing information by clicking the checklist button. Looks like we forgot to enter some data. Let's go ahead and close this and then we'll click the View Report button and take a look at our report. Our report is unique in the way that it is formatted and uses the terminology that is adjuster-friendly. Here is a list of what's included with your purchase. Please call us if you have additional questions. You can contact us at 888-737-8642. Bye-bye.